All right, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Right on cue. There's a lot that's been happening today, so we're gonna have a nice look at it. So let's get things all set up. Let's have things online. Ooh, look at that. The risk-free trade actually came in clean. I ended up closing over here, retraced, and came all the way down and smashed TP. Okay. So this is what's been going on since we were last online. Let's go ahead and take a close look at what's to come from that. All right, for now, let's just keep things as they are. All right. All right, perfect. As of yet, I haven't taken a trade yet. Obviously, since the market just opened up 3 minutes ago, and since the market just opened up 3 minutes ago, I'm looking just for some movement, something interesting. I'm looking for something interesting. So until then, let's just get started with the charts and everything. So bear with me a couple of minutes just to get everything online and all set up. All right, perfect. So let me just make a quick post. Just for the gram. I'm horrible at posing, but let's see. Perfect. All right, so I'm gonna place this, add the link. Yada, 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 yada. For those of you who are just tuning in, we're going to be looking at multiple pairs today because there's a lot of things happening. There is a lot that is happening today. I might actually not take a trade, um, only because we've got a lot of news coming out today. So um, I got to be very cautious. I got to be very, very cautious with what's going on in the market today. So let's see what happens. For the time being, just trying to get. Let me share this to my socials just to get people. Uh, 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 uh. All right. Okay, perfect. So I have everything all set up. And we are about to go and hit the charts. All right, how's everyone doing? How's everything going? Anyone taking any interesting trades? Please let me know. Post it in the comments. If you guys are inside any trades right now, now's a good time to share it with me because there's a lot happening. First of all, gold. Gold is absolutely dumped. Look at that. It has officially left the consolidation zone and it's actually going even lower, which is finally a relief. It's a nice relief simply because now we're getting some liquidity. Now we're getting some movements. Hopefully this is not a liquidity sweep. It'll be nice to see gold just going lower. So let's see what's about to happen over here. So this is a low over here. This is a level right there, and there's another level right here. And there's another level right here, and the last but not least, there's a level right here. So these are the new levels for gold on the 4-hour time frame. Right now, we just touched up on this level, 4,856. So let's see what happens over there. Hi, Oriane. Hi, Nora. How you doing? Okay, so gold has actually just reached over here in this level. It's been dumping quite aggressively, which is a really good thing. All right, we've left the consolidation zone, and now we're officially in a downtrend. So now we can safely remove this, and now keep it a nice, clean chart. Let's see what's happening. So 4-hour time frame, you can clearly see there was a massive dump. All right, it took out this level. This lower low was taken out. All right, so let me just add LL, lower low. Okay, font 10, perfect. So now it's gone down. We go down to the 1-hour time frame. Plan to enter the gold market, not sure which direction. Well, we're about to find out today. For now, pre-New York session, the market completely dumped. I mean, it's the past, how long is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. The last 4 hours, market has dumped during the London session. Okay, so it is actually very shocking to me. I'll be very honest with you guys. It's very strange to see that the market is actually dumping. It's actually a shocker. There's also a part of me that's saying I'm not surprised. And let me explain why. Number one, why is it a shocker? It's a shocker simply because this is the time where the market, when there is war, gold goes up. Everybody knows this. This is like a known fact. When the market is like when the world is in general, there is some sort of conflict, whether it's big or small, but just general conflict, gold goes up. Especially right now, we're having major conflict, really, really high escalations. Right now, we've just seen that Israel has just bombed Iranian oil infrastructure. This is huge news. This is, I don't know why it's reflecting on the charts as a bearish move. It's very strange to me. However, that being said, I'm looking at gold and I have a very strong feeling that there is a high possibility that price is probably going to go up. So I entered a small trade over here. This is a microscopic trade over here. I have a feeling that because we're at this level here, this is considered like a discount level. I entered a small buy trade over here. However, my stop loss is simply just going to go a little bit below. I'm doing a fair, comfortable range of minus 200 stop loss. I'm willing to lose $200 in this trade just to make, let's see, just to make around $1,000. I'm risking 200 for 1,000. That's a 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio. The only reason why I entered a small buy trade right now is because gold has reached to this level. You can see it very clearly. It's reached to this level, and there's a chance in the next 49 minutes, all right, before this 4-hour time frame closes, there is a possibility where price might just come back up, and this could just simply be a liquidity sweep. I can't say for certain, but this is the way I'm feeling it. I have a slight feeling, because then again, guys, you gotta understand that the war right now, it's very aggressive. It's global. It's intense. It's serious. It's not a comedy show. It's very escalated. It's very serious, and because of that, gold usually goes up. But instead, it's going down. It's going against what everyone's bias is. So for me right now, we are at a key level where probably price is going to come down to. If it hits my stop loss, that's fine. That's one bad trade. Looking for another setup afterwards. So let's just see. We are exactly at a key level right now on a 1-hour time frame. How do we have this key level? It's right here. This is the low that price has just reached. We need to see if it's going to go lower or not. So we're going to be patient for that. Anyway, so that is gold for now. We're going to be going ahead and looking at another setup. Welcome, Alex. How you doing? I think it's Alex, right? ALX SFR. So let's just see what happens next on the NASDAQ. So let's see. Nasdaq yesterday, we could see on a lower time frame. We were on a 1 minute time frame. You can clearly see that this is the trade that I took right here, and it reached over here. I've taken partials, and then I closed full over here. But then at the end of the day, it came back exactly to the level that I entered from, and then it just smashed TP. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. And then price kind of consolidated soon after. So these are pretty good levels. But right now, price is moving once again, and we want to see what is going on with the Nasdaq. So currently on the Nasdaq, as you can see, price has taken out this lower high over here. Where is it? Lower high over here, relative equal highs. So it's been a bullish run, okay? And it broke above, which is a nice key level to break above. So over here, it is a lower high taken out. All right. This is a lower high that was taken out over here. So it's quite an important level. We got to pay attention to that particular level. So let's just see what happens. Is this just a imbalance fill? We still got 46 minutes, guys. 46 minutes. So maybe this is just simply a fill and price is going to go up from here. So because of that, I'm going to enter a minuscule trade right here. I'm going to enter a small trade over here. This is the Nasdaq. I'm going to be placing my stops literally just below. Okay, I am entering early, which is not ideal for me. I am entering a little bit early. However, I'm also very cautious. I'm aware of the fact that I'm entering early. All right. Here we go. Let's see how this plays out. I'm only risking today for my comfort. I'm only willing to risk today around $1,000. That's it. Market has dumped and it's reached key levels right now. Okay, it has reached key levels, and that's what I'm looking for right now. So I've entered 3 trades. All right, the 3 trades that I've entered is the Nasdaq, and it is S&P 500 and gold. So I'm holding 3 positions right now, all of which are minuscule. These are small risk trades that I've taken. So let us see how this plays out. The S&P 500, my stop loss is literally just $54. Take profit is 300. And for the Nasdaq, my stop loss is at $333. And take profit is up to $1,200. And also for gold, my stop loss is at 200 with a take profit of 1,000. So minuscule stop losses. The gold might actually get hit. The stop loss right now, let's see, it's still doing a dump. Could be a liquidity sweep, but it's okay for me. Let's see what happens. Let's remove the risk-free trade because we are already done with that. So for the time being, let's do new lines. All right, remove these. Voila. Perfect. All right, so what is happening? Is gold about to hit my stop loss? Yes, it's about to. It's about to smash the stop loss. Let's see. Oh, it's being shy right now. Come on. Hit the stop loss. Doesn't bother me. First stop. All right, so I am down, as you can see, minus 200. So this is how my day is starting right now with gold trading before the news, before the liquidity dumps and pumps come in. So let's see what happens. The Nasdaq also looking like it could also continue bearish from here, but I'm still holding. I'm still holding on to my trade. So let's see what happens. We're gonna go on the 1 minute time frame here and here. All right, it still looks like it's bearish, so I'm going to go ahead and close early because I have already entered early. So today I am down $370. Let's see if I can make that today, and I'll be increasing my risk since I took a minuscule risk right now. I'm looking to increase my risk by the time the market opens up in 15 minutes when the news comes out. So let's go ahead and open the news and see what is happening in the world today. All right, so Forex Factory. Can we hit a refresh and the news? Perfect. Okay, so it's nice and stretched out for you guys. All right. Let's see if I can just get the news to transform, fit the screen. Yeah, looks much cleaner this way. Uh, 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 uh. Yeah, this looks a lot cleaner, guys. Okay, so let's see what's going on with the news. So we got the core PPI came out, which is positive for the dollar. Okay, core PPI positive for the dollar. All right. The PPI over here is also positive for the dollar, which is good for the stock market, which is also good for the dollar, which is bad for the other things. So we got 6:30, which is literally an hour and 10 minutes. That is when this news comes out over here. So we only had two red news come out. These two red news is 0.5%, 0.7%. And let's see. Federal funds. So we got four red folder news coming out later on tonight. That's quite far if you ask me. Okay, so let's come back on the charts. News has already passed. It's good for the dollar. So let's just go ahead and come back to the charts and see what's going on over here. All right, we're looking at gold. It broke past this level briefly on a 1 minute time frame, but it doesn't count. If it closes above this level over here in 50 seconds, if in 50 seconds it closes above here, I'm going to be entering another position. If it enters again over here, if it closes above, which is probably the case, I mean, this was a liquidity sweep, and I was also part of the liquidity sweep. I got swept, which is fine. If it closes above here, this is where I'm going to be taking a second entry, a more cautious entry. So let's see. Is it going to close above? It better close above. I want to buy. This would be a very nice setup if it does close above this level. 4 seconds, 3, 2. I mean, we're still inside the range. Still doesn't count. That's the new low. This does seem like a sweep, though. I'm not gonna lie. This does look like a sweep. You know what? I actually might take another trade over here. Into the sweep over here. It might actually take off from here. There is a possibility it might take off from here, but I'm gonna enter even a smaller trade over here. 0.05. Last trade was 0.1. So this trade I'm taking 4987. This trade I'm entering 0.05. It's gonna be much smaller. Because I do have another place I want to enter a trade, but it's going to be down here. So let's see how that works. All right. How are we doing, Maria? How's everyone doing? Today is a tough day to take trades. It's a very tough day to take trades, but today I'm looking for some aggressive moves. Let's see what's going on the Nasdaq. 1 minute time frame. Is there a market structure shift? Is there a displacement? I don't see displacement as of yet. No displacement yet. I'm still going to be patient. There is still no displacement. How are we doing, guys? What's going on in the world today? Lots of breaking news. Breaking news happening in the region. The Middle East tension really significantly just escalated, which is really unfortunate, to be honest. So let's see how that reflects on the market. Even though gold is currently a falling knife, even though gold is a falling knife right now, I'm still optimistic. I still believe it wants to go higher. I do see 1 minute time frame displacement candles, so let's see. But I do believe that gold wants to go higher because we've just had an escalatory strike on Iranian's oil refineries. And because of that, people are probably going to end up stacking on gold right now, simply because we don't know how the Iranians are going to retaliate. Let's see. Plus, there was a liquidity sweep here on this level and it did not break lower. All right, I have another trade set up. Just placed a limit order. All right, let's see. We got 6 minutes until the market opens up. I'm looking for just some movement, some market moves. All right, just scalped a small $25 trade simply because the market is retracing. We're probably going to see um, we're probably going to see just liquidity spikes. I'm expecting displacement candles coming out at this time. It is the best time to buy gold. Hey Carl, I mean, if we look at the charts, 4 hour time frame, gold is bearish. Gold is absolutely bearish. So I can't say that it's a hey Zara. I can't say that it's the best time to buy gold because it is bearish. However, we reached the key level. This key level is going to determine what's going to happen over here. Is this candle going to close above this level? Okay, sure. Now, if it closes above this level, if we go on the lower time frame, are we going to see multiple rejections? Sure. If we see multiple rejections, what does that mean? That means you are right. It is the best time to buy gold. However, if it is bearish and it continues being bearish, that is a alarming scenario. So we're gonna have to see how that works out a little later. All right, possibly a displacement candle. There is possibly a displacement candle on Nasdaq. It just filled this imbalance here. Filled it on the 15-minute time frame. Also filled it on the 5-minute time frame. It's probably going to take off over here. Which is quite frustrating because I was in an actual good trade and I closed it too early. This happens all the time. It's not just woo, excuse me. It doesn't just happen to you guys, it happens to me too. Sometimes in my mind I'm like, okay, maybe my setup failed, so I'm going to close early. And then price ended up or where I closed is the liquidity sweep and then price ends up reversing and going higher. This is very normal. It happens. Exactly. The market says no. But it would be a perfect place to enter, to be honest. But it's okay. There's probably a chance the price is going to come back down because we've got 3 minutes until market open. And when market opens up in 3 minutes, that's when I'm expecting some big moves. So today's going to have a lot of movements. I'm expecting liquidity. We've got a lot of news at 10 o'clock, so people are gonna try. I mean, it's literally 5 hours away. So people are probably going to try and push some movements right now and make some money before the news comes out. Because usually before news, prices calm. Very, very, like more often than not, before news, prices usually calm. So we'll just have to see. Let's see if we can flip my losses today and bring it back. Only just down, what was it? 348. 348. All right, we got 2 more minutes. Let's see what's the time. 1 minute and 30 seconds. 1 minute and 30 seconds until price is going to show us its true intent. It's going to do some sweeps and then go higher. So this is definitely not a time for me to take any trades before the market opens. You have a feeling that the market will do something huge? Yes, David, I completely agree. But it also could be something that it's gonna freeze for at least an hour or so before it makes a big move. So we'll see. Either way, we got 60 seconds, 50 seconds. So let's see what happens in the market. All right, gold is not moving much, but it looks like it's trying to go higher. Okay, we can see that over here. Gold is trying to push higher. There's weak momentum. Yes, I always trade live, and it's always at this time. Every day, except Mondays. Mondays I don't really trade. Sometimes even Fridays I don't trade on Fridays, but nevertheless I'll be online. But Mondays I don't trade because I let the market kind of just do its thing. I just let the market show off its direction, show off where it's going. So yeah. Hey Carl, if you're new to this community, just hit the subscribe button. Be informed. All right, market just opened up. Let's see what's happening. Stock market is probably going higher as anticipated. I should have held that trade. I'm in tears. I'm gonna cry. Yeah, but let's see. Let's see. Is it gonna go higher? Is this just an imbalance fill? Possibly. It's a very high chance it's just an imbalance fill and price is just gonna go higher from here. But let's see. What's going on with the Nasdaq? See, this is the beautiful thing about this time. It's so important. This is the most important time. This is universally. You can see over here at the timing. Look at your watch. You're gonna see it is 9:30 a.m. New York time, Eastern Standard Time. This is the time where all the liquidity comes in. It is not a time to take a trade. It is a time to just watch the market. Institutions are trading now. We retail traders should be watching the market, not trading. We wait. Like this. Ugh. If you guys feel the itch to take a trade, I advise you to invest in one of these. Always helps me. For example, I didn't have this in my hand today, so I entered the market early and I lost 350. Now I'm pretty mad. Should have used this. I wouldn't have entered the trade. You guys gotta find something to compensate your impulse moves. So yeah, we wait. Market did a sweep on the upside, also doing a sweep on the downside. So now it's trapped traders for sure. A lot of people who bought over here are trapped. And a lot of people at the same time have sold over here. And they're trapped. See that? This is a common thing for retail traders. So what do we do in this case? We don't take a trade. We wait. Let's take a look at gold. Gold is showing some rejections over here. I'm gonna give it 5 minutes. I'm not gonna do anything. Simply just gonna hang out and wait. Let price move. First 5 minutes, first 10 minutes. Usually even the best thing to do if you want to go on, I mean, scalp trading, it's 1 minute, so it's fine. But if you want to go on a safer trade, you want like a swing trade or a day trade, you want to wait at least 30 minutes after market open. So for in other words, you got to wait at least 27 more minutes and look at the chart and then decide what did the market do, what is happening, and what are we going to do about it. So that's usually the case on a higher time frame. All right, so price is not doing much right now. It is struggling. There is pressure between the buyers and sellers. There's a tug of war. Yeah, the 1 minute is very stressful. It's literally a battlefield right now, Francisco. It's literally a battlefield. Be sure to connect on Telegram and Discord. The links are right there. The QR is right there. Be sure to use that, guys. Get connected with me. Get connected with the channel. Plenty of videos on YouTube, educational content. We've got long videos and shorts. And I'll be teaching you guys how to trade every step of the way. There's mentorships, there's courses, there's ebooks, there's crypto knowledge, there's stock market knowledge, there is gold knowledge, there's forex market. There's literally all on one packaged for you guys. So let's see what's going on with Bitcoin. Bitcoin has had quite a bit of a rejection today, hence the news. The dollar was doing good, so Bitcoin came down, and so did gold. But it's left the consolidation zone. You can clearly see now we're going in higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and so on and so forth. So let's see how that goes. All right, let's see the Nasdaq. It's rejecting. What's going on, Tack? How you doing, my guy? My one and only closest homie in the city. Buy Apple stock at 9,000. Buy 9 million Apple stock. No way, bro. I'm a Samsung user. Hey! I would never spend $1 on Apple. However, I do Nasdaq, so there's that. How you doing, Tack? You okay? All right, so let's see what's going on with gold. All right, so we have a 5-minute rejection on gold. Let's mark that high and low of the 5-minute candle right here. Let me stretch that out over here. And also mark that over here again once more with a trend line. Voila. Okay, now we go on a 1-minute time frame. Do we see any displacement within this range? For now, I don't see any. The Nasdaq probably wants to go higher over here only because of, like I mentioned, on the 4-hour time frame, we could see that there is imbalances over here, all the way down here on the 1-hour time frame, and as well on the 15-minute time frame. The imbalance literally came down perfectly, sniper entry, and price is rejected off of that level, and it's trying to go higher. So I'm probably gonna enter a buy trade on the Nasdaq. I just wanted to go lower. Don't want to enter. What's up, Sheen? Buy Tesla stock. All right, so now you guys are giving me trading signals. Okay, maybe I'll follow your trade signals. Let's see what's going on with the Nasdaq. Let's see Dubai's real estate market. There is rejection on the Dubai real estate market. Okay, Dubai market is coming back strong. Let's mark the hit the lows. Okay. All right, so let's see Tesla. Someone said buy Tesla stock, Francisco. Tesla's consolidated. I mean, it is low. It is at a low. but it's still overall high. Elon Musk just opened Stargate over the Gulf regions, the GCC. Coincidence? I'm not sure, but he just opened it, so that could be good for Tesla. All right, let's see. The stock market is closing above. All right, I still don't see a displacement, guys. Still don't see a displacement, so there's no setup for me. When I see the next big thing is Dubai market, yeah, Zahra, I think you're probably right. I need to find myself a home to purchase in Dubai. It's not a bad idea. Dubai is still a safe haven. Okay. I still don't see displacement on the Nasdaq, guys. So because I don't see any displacement on the Nasdaq, you could see that buyers are not confident. So I'm not taking any trades. I'm still going to be waiting. Let's see what's going on with gold. Gold is still trapped in the box. Also no displacement. Guys, do you see what I keep saying? Displacement, displacement, displacement. If there is no displacement, I'm not entering. There's no strategy. You don't need indicators. You don't need an EMA or MMA or SMA or TMA or GMA or whatever MA. You don't need anything. No indicators. Zero indicators. Live price action. Absolutely nothing to do with a laggy indicator that shows you results after price has moved. So, in all honesty, just wait for displacement. If there's no displacement, there is no trade. This and that. 1 plus 1 equals 2. If you enter a trade without displacement, you're doing 1 plus 1 equals 4. It's not going to work out. It's a fail. So that is why I took a fail trade today. I've entered a trade and I've lost money on gold and Nasdaq. Why? Because I entered early. It was already at key levels. Remember that. It was already at key levels. That is a very nice place to enter, as you can see here on gold. Right? As you can see on gold, it's a key level, right? But I didn't take the trade. Why? Because liquidity sweep. I entered over here and I got swept over here. And I entered small. Why did I enter small? Because I didn't see displacement. I just entered on the hopes that perhaps there is a 51% chance that this was the liquidity sweep and price is going to go higher. So there was a displacement over here on gold. So now I'm going to be looking for a gold setup. All right. So let's see. I'm going to be placing a buy order right here. All right. I'm going to wait for price to come back down. This is where I'm looking to enter a trade, right over here. Right over here. Voila. This is where I'm looking for a trade. Hopefully it enters. And my stops is simply just going to be below this low over here. All right. If I enter the trade, you'll see it activate. You'll see the 0 enter a trade. So this is the trade that I'm looking at today. 6-to-1 risk reward ratio. Price is going higher. Okay. I entered over here with a 0.05. I want to enter a 0.2 trade, but it's not going there. It just seems like it's going higher. So I entered late with a 0.05. I really reduced my risk. Significantly reduced my risk. I don't like to trade 0.05. 0.05, this, I'm looking at my setup right now, my margin. I'm trading 0.4%. It's a 0.4% of my total portfolio. Yes, it's a good time to buy gold only if you're entering a small, tiny trade. Okay, place your stops exactly before. I mean, you can see it on the charts. We're looking at gold on a 1 minute time frame, as you can see, XAU USD 1 minute. This is the trade that I'm in right now. Okay, stop loss right below over here on a 1 minute time frame. And we are simply going to be holding this trade and we're riding out until it gets over here. That's the target that we're targeting for price to get to. I'm hopeful that it goes even higher. I really hope that it goes higher because, I mean lower. I'm actually betting that it goes lower. I'm hoping that it goes lower. If this hits over here with my 0.05 trade, I end up covering my losses, and it actually gives me a surplus of $100. I'll be truly disappointed if price doesn't actually come down to enter my original trade, which is a 0.2 size. But then again, can't complain. Can't complain. All right, so let's see what is going on on the Nasdaq while this gold trade plays out. Nasdaq seems to be pushing once again, but it's only gradually pushing, guys. There is no displacement. I might punch a wall right now, live on stream. We should put a bet on Polygon. Is Faisal gonna punch the wall tonight in this stream or not? Let's see. So, I don't know. Let's see. See plenty of displacements on gold on the 1 minute time frame. Let's see. We want it to go lower just so I can enter over here. This is precisely where I want to enter. That's where my heavy trade is going to be. So maybe this is the reversal. Maybe right here is the entry. Let's see. Fingers crossed. Looks promising. Liquidity isn't really that great, I'll be honest. I'm not happy with the liquidity. We've got 15 minutes, to be honest, until this hour closes. The hour is going to close in 15 minutes, and then from there we're going to be able to see some actual direction. So let's see what happens. I really want this gold trade to come through. I really want it to go lower just to activate it. Even if it hits my stop loss, I'm sticking to my strategy. So I won't be upset if it does hit my stop loss, but I still want it to hit. I want to enter that trade. I'm not happy with a 0.05 trade because as you guys can see, look at I'm literally dealing with cents. For every pip, it's only like 15 cents. I'm not too happy about that. I want it to hit the 0.2 so that every pip, it's $2. It's a $2 move. So, let's see. Anyone taking a trade right now, even if it's crypto, we can take a look at it. The focus is going to be Nasdaq and gold right now. Come on, baby, go down. Go to the entry. My limit order won't wait forever. Nasdaq still, I mean, this does look like a liquidity sweep. It also does look like a good place to enter, but then again, what are we entering? Absolutely nothing. Why absolutely nothing? Because there's no displacement. I need a big displacement, guys. All right, there is a displacement here. I'm gonna short the Nasdaq over here, simply sticking to my rules. I just shorted the market. It could actually go back up. God, I hate trading news days. All right, I entered a small trade, placing my stops over here. $180 stop for the Nasdaq. So let's see. Is it going to go above? Is it going to activate my stop loss? This was a bearish displacement over here, but then it was a fake out. Got stopped out again. Goddamn. The fake outs are insane. So this was an inverse fair value gap right here. This is an inverse fair value gap. Okay. I love inversions. All right. I'm entering again a buy trade. This is what scalp trading looks like, guys. This is scalp trading 101. All right. Scalp trading 101 right here. You're seeing it live. Scalp trading 101. We had a bearish displacement. Okay, so let me explain. Bearish displacement, and immediately price filled it and covered it completely, and it went above. That is a healthy sign that we're going to be going even higher from here. So, because of that, I've entered 3 positions on the Nasdaq, and I'm now in a buy position. So, let's see. This is pure price action, guys. What I'm doing is price action trading, respecting the strategy, the market structure, and just trading with that. It could still hit stop losses, and I can't complain. But however, there is an imbalance right there from the inverse fair value gap. And this is where I'm targeting. And my stops is going to be right below over here. Yeah. Right there. Perfect. So now I'm going to be adding my stops to all my positions. All right. Let's see how it goes. All right. Stops getting filled. Entering one more trade. This is a pretty aggressive move that I'm doing right now. So let's see. I might end up losing 1,000 today if it goes and hits my stop loss. If it hits my stop losses, guys, today I am done with the trades and I'm going to call it a loss and I'm going to stop trading because this is not working out in the way that I'm hoping for it to work out. So as a result, if it goes down and it doesn't play out in the way that I want it to play, I'm done for the day. And this is the psychology in trading. This is the hardest part. This is actually, it's really good that you guys are seeing this live right now because you guys need to see this. It's important for you guys to see this. Let me adjust this so you can see it. There we go. It's important for you guys to see how this is playing out because not all traders make money every single day. There are traders that also lose, and it's important to learn from the losses. So for now, I'm explaining the structure. Why am I entering heavy over here? Because this is an inverse fair value gap move. One, there was a bearish displacement candle over here, as you can see. So I entered a sell over here. And then it went higher and it created an inverse fair value gap, which then I entered heavy right now. So I times 4 my risk from the first trade. Now, if this is going to hit my stop losses, I am done for the day. Because yesterday I made 1,000. The day before I made 1,000. The day before that made 1,000. So for me, I'm earning $1,000 per day on average, give or take. Sometimes more, sometimes even significantly more. This trade today, I'm risking $1,000 in order to make, let's see, I'm risking $1,000 today in order to make around $3,000. So for me, these trades are looking much nicer for me, and it's a nice risk to reward ratio. So I can't complain. So let's see. Let's see how the market plays out today. If it's going to go in my favor or if it's going to go against me. Yesterday was light work. Today I've entered heavy, ladies and gentlemen. So overall, market is going against me, as you can see. It's entered into my stop loss range, but I'm not worried because at the end of the day, in my mind, I already have my stop loss sets. I'm not stressing about anything. Losing is part of the thing, but this is the hardest part, the psychology of it. Price is going to come back down. It might hit your stop losses. You might lose 1,000, you might lose 1,200, whatever it is. It's okay. Losing is part of trading. It's part of the game. So for now, if I get stopped out in all of these trades that I've taken today, I am done for the day and I am out of the market for today. That's it. This is the normal thing of trading. You can't win every day. There are days where your strategy comes and you apply it and then it hits your stop loss. It's okay. Doesn't bother me at all. So on this particular day, it could hit my stop loss. It looks like it, but I'm not too concerned. Let's just see how this plays out. Let's just see how this plays out. 1 minute time frame, inverse fair value gap. Let me actually word it. Inversion, setup, right here. Let's see. All right, gold, it looks like it just did a sweep. Yeah, gold looks like it simply just did a liquidity sweep. So let's see how that works out. Trading is fun, said nobody ever. A big part of trading is literally just sitting and waiting. You're waiting for price to make its move. So let's see. Have you guys entered a trade or you're holding? What's the plan? What are you guys up to? Gold looks like it has a nice solid push. All right. It broke above this level. Now it's trying to push higher. There is a form of rejection. You can see the sellers are trying to push it down. The Nasdaq, however, is kind of consolidated. Both gold and the Nasdaq, they all seem to be struggling right now. They all seem to be struggling. Market's not having a very nice push. Let's see on the 5-minute time frame. We've got 30 seconds until this candle closes up, which would be a imbalance fill. You can see price closed above. I mean, gold honestly should be going higher at this point because this is a market structure shift on the 5-minute time frame. Right here, as you can see, price is literally closed above, rejected, came back down, filled the imbalance, and it's probably going to close. So let's see. Nasdaq is dumping, and Nasdaq is where I entered heavy as opposed to gold. I entered very heavy on the Nasdaq. So let's see. Am I gonna lose around $1,000 today, or am I gonna make around $2,000-3,000 today? It'll be an interesting thing to see. So let's see. All right. Looks good for gold. Gold is looking good. The Nasdaq isn't looking too great, but I'm gonna set my stop loss, which is where it is, and I'm not moving it. I'm all set with my stop loss. I'm very comfortable losing the 1,000 that I have in my mind. So let's see. I already have my mind set up. If it hits the stop loss, that's it. I'm done trading the Nasdaq today. And there is a high chance it might actually hit it. Market is just seems like it's reversing. Scalp trading 101. All right. Price is closing. It looks like it actually could go bearish from here. The 4-hour time frame does look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It does look bullish, but I think I entered a little too early. So let's see. On the 4-hour time frame, it looks fantastic. It looks like a fantastic bullish setup. However, on a lower time frame, it looks like price, it's overall going to go higher, but it might need to come back down here and pick up more liquidity. That's what it seems like. That's what it seems like for me. Nasdaq, it's overall, it wants to go higher. It's very clear over here. This inverse fair value, I mean, this fair value gap gets filled over here. 4-hour time frame as well. It looks perfect with a nice clean rejection. However, if you go on a 1-minute time frame, it's really struggling to go higher. And when price struggles to go higher like this, it simply means that it's possibly trying to pick up more liquidity before going higher. So let's just see. We've got 3 minutes until the market opens up. So yeah. Stop loss probably going to get hit, guys. Probably going to get stopped out. Because I got a feeling. We've got 2 more minutes. I think price has consolidated within these 2 minutes. So let's see. I think there's like a consolidation factor over here to see what price is going to do. We've got a displacement over here. This is the demand zone. All right, demand zone. And then here is the imbalance on a 15-minute time frame, which gets filled perfectly. Market 15-minute imbalance. Price is reversing. Seems like it's going higher. We've got 60 seconds until the hour closes. And depending on how the hour closes, we're going to figure out where the market is heading. So let's see how that works out. So the inverse fair value gap happened. However, price did not close below. As you can see, this is the bottom over here. And price is simply just respecting that level. So was down $1,000 and now I'm down 300. It's a healthy sign. We've got 15 seconds until the market changes right now. 15 seconds, 10 seconds until the market is going to have another injection of liquidity. Here we go. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. All right, what's happening with the NASDAQ? The buyers and sellers are both coming in. All right. Is it going to do a sweep before it goes lower? All right, I'm moving my gold trades to break even just to protect in case it does reverse. I moved my gold trades to break even, and my NASDAQ trades, I'm still holding on to it. Still holding on to the NASDAQ, so let's see how that goes. Okay, possible imbalance fill over here. Okay, it's rejecting off of this level. Let's see how this minute candle closes. If it closes like this with this wick this way, it's an imbalance fill and it's probably going to go higher. If it closes below, then that's an indication price is going to go down and stop me out. All right, it closed. This could stop me out. Stop playing with my feelings, NASDAQ. I'm being naughty today. All right, stock market, 1 hour time frame. Let's see what it looks like. All right, this is a healthy sign. Overall, the NASDAQ is bullish. However, I believe I probably entered early. I needed a better displacement candle, I would say. That means the minimum order 4. Yeah, the minimum order is 4,879. Correct. You got free margin of $300, it seems, and your minimum order needs to be 4,879. Yep, you only have 300 and your minimum order needs to be 4,800. I think you have really high leverage. That's probably why. I think it's probably because you have a high leverage. Sorry, one of my students just messaged me on Discord, so I just had to read the message and get back to them. So, break-even trade happened on gold. Gold hit a break-even trade. Okay, so one of my gold positions has closed, and the other one is still running, as you can see, up 57. But the Nasdaq is being difficult. So it's probably gonna stop me out, and I'm gonna call it a day. If it stops me out, I'm done trading for today. It struggled to go higher, as you can see. Price is about to stop me out. It just went down. It broke the low. Yeah, it's gonna stop me out. The Nasdaq is gonna stop me out right now. I've got to. It's like it's a given, but it's okay. That's an L setup for today. We'll be able to find another setup tomorrow. Disappointing, really. Disappointing, really. Yep, got stopped out. Nasdaq, I've been stopped out. This is a invalid trade. Where is an emote? There we go. Invalid trade. So it's going to be targeting lower onto the next level of liquidity, which is down over here. So this is where the dump is going to be coming in. Probably doing a sweep. If it does a sweep right now, I'm going to be so mad. I'm going to actually cry on stream. If I got stopped out just because of this, goddamn, Nasdaq. Let's see. Let's see how that works out. I still have my gold trade running, as you guys can see. I'm gonna leave that running. I'm gonna leave that running till the end of the session, because if it goes up all the way, it'll give me a clean $500, and at least from that $500 I've made back from the 1,000 that I lost today in Nasdaq. So yeah. It's a stop loss hit today, guys. It's an L day for me on the markets, which happens more often than not. Tomorrow we'll come back stronger, better, harder, and yep. Let's just see how this plays out. Liquidity sweeps are always going to be a problem for every person that trades. You know, most traders, most retail traders, they lose their money in these sweeps. These sweeps, they happen very often. And you place your stops, price comes in, it sweeps you out, and then it just takes off. And you can't control it. This is just institutional price action. You can't control it. Institutions are holding, for example, I was down minus $1,000. Institutions are literally doubling in millions and millions of dollars in this one single trade. So there's not much that you can do over there. So, yeah. Gold is going higher. And so is the Nasdaq. You know, if this setup goes up over here, I won't even be upset. Simply, it's a winning setup, but liquidity swept. Let's see what else is happening. Gold is going according to plan. It is going higher on a 5-minute time frame. You could see it broke over here. It picked up liquidity, filled the imbalance. Over here, and then you stretch this out. Imbalance fill. Price goes up, targeting the next high over here. This is the next key level. So this is where I'm targeting to make back half of the losses that I made today. And the Nasdaq still seems like it's bullish. It was just a liquidity sweep. You know what? If I find another displacement candle, call me crazy. I might actually take another setup, but I'm going to reduce my risk. Because that way, maybe, possibly, with gold covering half of my loss, maybe I can come back and bring half of my loss again, and I'll be back at break-even point, or even just lose 1 or 200. But anything more than that, I I will not take a trade until I see displacement, and probably very likely I'm going to be looking for a setup down over here. So no moves as of yet, guys. We'll be wrapping up the stream right now. We'll be back tomorrow, so be sure to understand how to take trades and how to manage risks. So for me today, I have lost 1% of my portfolio. My portfolio is, I mean, you guys can do the math. I lost $1,000, so I lost 1% of my portfolio. Pretty standard day for me. It is not something crazy because on most days I make 2%, 1%, 3% per day. So one day of a setback is completely fine. A lot of people, they lose this one trade and they end up blowing their accounts. Why? Because of risk management, which is something that I teach in my courses. So you guys also need to get connected and learn how to manage your risks because it's the most important thing. As you can clearly see, the setup is working. The setup is correct. The bias is correct. But then, what happened? A liquidity sweep happened. I need to find a liquidity sweep right there. You know what? I think the best liquidity sweep emoji is this. A liquidity sweep happened. They bagged it. They bagged and tagged it. So, liquidity swept. Yeah. So we'll come back again tomorrow. We'll figure out how to avoid this liquidity sweep. As you guys can see, it was a very clean trade. However, liquidity sweeps happened, and this time it happened to me. So you guys can learn from this mistake and come back again tomorrow, and we can see how we can avoid this particular liquidity sweep. All right, guys, it's been real. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Be sure to click the like and the subscribe button and follow more for more content.